Hey, hello everyone. Thank you all for coming for today's Staying Motivated While Working from Home. My name is Brittany Maxwell. I am a gold consultant within Team Sky. I actually have my own team called Vision Quest. I am working towards platinum, right? Everybody's got a goal, so here we go. All right, so today's Staying Motivated While Working from Home, tips and advice for working from home, and we'll also go over a goal setting workshop, right? Feel free to ask questions, and if you don't feel comfortable, just put them in the chats, all right? All right, y'all, let's get started. All right, a little bit about me. Hi, everyone. My name is Brittany. I have been an agent with Archer and Evolution Travel for almost 2 years. I am a hybrid consultant. I book travel, and I also mentor my team, Vision Quest. I am currently in Holden, Louisiana. Louisiana is my home state. I have moved away a couple of times, but I always find myself coming back. Right, I'm a mom of 2 boys, 6 and 17, little Mason and Danny. All right, I'm also a homeschool mom. I've homeschooled both of my boys for the past 8 years. My son Danny is 17 and he's 1 course away from graduating high school. I'm so excited. And he won't be 18 until May. So he's graduating about 6 months early, guys. Right. And my son Mason, he's just, oh my gosh, he's my wild child, guys. He's my wild child. Right. And I also teach science and nature for our homeschool co-op group. So our homeschool co-op groups consist of 10 families, and some of the families have up to 7 children. So we have a wide range of families within our co-op. All right, y'all, I am also a published children's author. I published my first children's book about 2 years ago called Buzzy Bee. It is a children's book, okay? So be prepared. If you find it, it's a children's book. All right, and I'm also a travel specialist, a presenter, a trainer, and a leader to my team. And my family loves to travel with our co-op group and with our own family. All right, we do all kinds of different activities. We go on camping trips, we go on museum trips, anything to really stay active and get out. Nobody likes to stay inside cooped up all the time. So, all right, let's go, guys. All right, so what we will be covering this afternoon: why you shouldn't be hard on yourself, why your outlook and attitude is important, where can you find motivation, what can you do to stay motivated and productive, and goal setting. So this is a little clip. I follow this man on YouTube. I love him. He's got so many different motivational videos and just videos about life in general. Let me press pause. He goes really fast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down the playback speed just so that it's a little bit easier so you guys can hear. All right, and let me press play. It's only like a 30-second video, so don't worry, guys. It's not.
All you have to do is be a full-fledged life. Don't constipate yourself with too many ideas, philosophies, belief systems, stupid thoughts and emotions with which you get constipated and become less than who you are. No, you should not ever be less than what you can be, isn't it? You don't have to be as good as somebody else, and you can never be, because everybody is different. But you should not be less than what you can be.
Right, guys, that really resonates with me because we really need to be our own. We really need to be ourselves. Yes, we see competition every day. We compete with the own people in our lives. But when it comes down to it, you really just need to be worried about you and what you can accomplish alone. All right, challenges of working from home. Remote employees struggle with communication and loneliness. Now, I know unmotivated is big, but surprisingly, feeling unmotivated ranks low. right? Working in an uncertain world, we are living amid unusual circumstances. Don't panic though, guys. You are not alone. People feel less motivated as they try to balance work and life at home, but we have ways of coping. One of the best ways that we have for being alone right now is with our accountability partners within our team and within our family. Okay, guys? All right. And be kind to yourself. I'm going to let this little thing play because I absolutely love this. So these are just some messages that I really felt resonated within all of us. You know, whether you have a second job or you're working 3 jobs or you just do this full time, right? There's always time for yourself. Okay. Right. So some of these quotes that they have are do what you love, make things happen. I don't understand why it's lagging so bad. It hasn't given me any issues at all until now. Changing the game is one of them, perspecting, teamwork, right? And let's see, create insanely different experiences, enthusiasm, support, growth. These are just key points that I find very helpful that I just wanted to share with you all. All right. The time is right now, y'all. The time is right now. All right. Forgive yourself. It's normal to want to take a break. Don't be hard on yourself for feeling unmotivated when working from home, and even if you're working in an office or other settings. Here are a few ways that you can recharge your mind and your body. Getting physical. We sit a lot for work, so it's super important for us to get up and move around during breaks. Too much sitting time is associated with heart disease, diabetes, and even obesity, just to name a few of the dangerous health conditions. One easy way to get moving is with what I like to call exercise snacks. These are just 1-minute bouts of vigorous exercise done throughout the day. These exercises are quick to lower the efforts of sedentary behavior on your health, and they can also get you moving. Stretching is big for myself, guys. I am up constantly trying to stretch, all right? One challenge in the jobs that we face is that we stay in the same posture for a prolonged period of time. Whether we are crouched over in front of our laptops or crouched over with our necks bent, looking at our phones, we're always looking and doing the same thing, same posture, right? And it's good to break out of that. Jumping jacks is another way to get physical. Even speed walking, squats, and stair climbing. Right, guys, my driveway itself is like a half of a mile long. It's really long. So every day I try to go out and I check the mail. That gives me 10 minutes of time where I can actually get out, get some sun on my skin, get some fresh air in my body, and get that walking in, right? It might only be 10 minutes, but that is 10 minutes that my body thanks me for at the end of the day. Right? And trying to stay positive. Your outlook in life and your attitude towards work will help you get started. Is your glass half empty or is your glass half full? How you answer this age-old question about positive thinking may reflect your outlook on your life, your attitude towards yourself, and whether you're an optimistic or a pessimistic person. Understanding positive thinking and self-talk, right, guys? Positive thinking doesn't mean that you ignore life's less pleasant situations, okay? Positive thinking just means that you approach unpleasantness in a more positive and productive way. You think the best is going to happen and not the worst. Positive thinking often starts with self-talk. Self-talk is the endless stream of unspoken thoughts that run through your head. These automatic thoughts can be positive or they can be negative. Some of your self-talk comes from logic and reason. Other self-talk may arise from misconceptions that you create because of lack of information or expectations due to preconceived ideas of what may happen. If the thoughts run through your head are mostly negative, your outlook on life is most likely pessimistic. If your thoughts are mostly positive, you're likely an optimistic person, someone who practices positive thinking. All right. Identifying negative thinking. Not sure if you're a self-talk positive person or a self-talk negative person. Here are some common forms of negative self-talk. Filtering. You magnify the negative aspects of the situation and filter out all the positive. For example, so you had a great day at work and you completed some good tasks ahead of time, and you were even complimented for doing your task speedy and thoroughly. That evening, instead of focusing on the compliments, you focus only on the plan to do even more tasks, and you forget about the compliments that you received, right? Personalizing. When something bad occurs, you automatically blame yourself. For example, you hear that an evening out with your friends is canceled, and you automatically assume that the change in plans is because no one wants to be around you, right? Catastrophizing. I probably did not say that right, but I've tried to pronounce that word like 15 times and it just won't come out right, right? You automatically anticipate the worst without facts, that the worst will happen. The drive-through coffee shop gets your order wrong, so then you think the rest of your day is going to be a disaster. Blaming. You try to say someone else is responsible for what has happened to you instead of yourself. You avoid being responsible for your thoughts, your feelings, and even your actions, y'all. All right. Saying you should do something. You think of all the things that you should do and blame yourself for not doing them. Right? Magnifying. You make a big deal out of minor problems. Perfectionism. Keeping impossible standards and trying to be more perfect sets yourself up for failure. And then polarizing. You see things only as either good or as bad. There is no middle ground. Right? And let's focus on positive thinking. You can learn to turn negative thinking into positive thinking. The process is simple, but it does take time and practice, okay? You're creating a new habit for yourself after all these years, all right? The following are some ways to think and behave in a more positive and optimistic way. Identify your areas to change. If you want to become more optimistic and engage in more positive thinking, first, identify areas of your life that you usually think negative about, whether it is work, your daily commute, life changes, or even your relationship, right? You can start small by focusing on one area to approach in a more positive way. Think of a positive thought to manage your stress instead of a negative one, right? And check yourself. Periodically throughout the day, stop and evaluate what you're thinking and you're doing. If you find that your thoughts are mainly negative, try to find a way to put a positive spin on them, right? And be open to humor. Give yourself permission to smile and laugh, especially during difficult times. I say this every time I do a motivational training. Be open to humor, even if you make a mistake. Right? Seek humor in everyday happenings. When you can laugh at life, you are less stressed, 100%, right? And follow a healthy lifestyle. Aim to exercise about 30 minutes on most days of the week. 30 minutes is not long, guys. It really isn't, especially when we look at the time we have in the day, all right? I know time management is big. We all struggle with time management, but setting aside that 30 minutes a day, it could be right after you wake up in the morning. It could be 30 minutes before you go to bed, right? Save that 30 minutes for yourself. You can also break it up into 5 to 10-minute chunks during the day. So instead of doing one 30-minute bout, you do 5 minutes of exercise, or you do 10 minutes of exercise, right? And exercise is big. Exercise can positively affect your mood, and it can reduce your stress. Right? Follow a healthy diet also to fuel your mind and the body, right? Lots of fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables, and water. Drink plenty of water. All right, guys, we work remote, we work from behind the computer, we necessarily won't realize the signs that our body is telling us when we are dehydrated, okay? Make sure to drink enough water and get enough sleep. All right, guys, if you have to start setting an alarm to remind you to go to bed at 10:30 at night instead of 2:30, do that, okay? All right, and learn techniques that can manage your stress. My favorite stress relieving technique is meditation. Sometimes I'll only get 2 minutes of meditation in, but that 2 minutes of meditation clears my brain and resets my body to start the day, right? Surround yourself with positive people. Make sure that the people in your life are positive and supportive, and that you can depend on them to give you helpful advice and feedback. Negative people can increase your stress levels, and they will make you doubt your ability, all right? Your ability as a business and your ability to manage stress in a healthy way, right? Practice positive self-talk. Start by following one simple rule, y'all. Don't say anything to yourself that you would not say to anyone else. Be gentle and encouraging with yourself. That little voice inside your head that's speaking and saying, no, you can't do this, you put that away and you say, yes, yes, I can. If a negative thought enters your mind, evaluate it rationally and respond with affirmations of what is good about you. Think about the things that you are thankful for in your life. Think about the good things, okay, guys? All right, putting positive thinking into practice. Negative self-talk. I've never done this before. Positive thinking. It's an opportunity to learn something new. Negative self-talk. It's way too complicated. Positive thinking. I'll tackle it from a different angle, right, guys? That is a major thing, okay? No matter what the problem is, there's two solutions for every problem, all right? So if you can't get it one way, go from a different way, right? I don't have the resources is negative self-talk. Positive thinking would be necessity is the mother of invention. That means go out and find the resources. You can do this, all right? There is no way it will work. Positive thinking, I can try to make it work. And I would change that can try to I will make it work, right? It's too radical a change. Let's just take a chance, guys. Negative self-talk. No one bothers to communicate with me. Positive. I'll see if I can open that channel of communication. Negative self-talk. I'm not going to get any better at this. Positive thinking. I'll give it another try. Practice positive thinking every day, and it will lead up to a mindset change. Right? Find different ways to stay motivated and inspired while at work. Find what you love. If you like to read, find your cozy spot. Spend 30 minutes reading a book, right? Unplug after work. Watch your favorite TV show. I myself am a huge coffee lover. I love coffee. Starbucks is so expensive. When I go and it's just me, it's like $6.50 for a large. I'm sorry, but that's kind of a lot for a coffee for me. So when I need something different, I will go and splurge and I will buy that $6 coffee. Don't tell my husband that, he would have a heart attack. But create a conducive workspace. Guys, plants are huge, okay? You can get houseplants that help with the air. All plants help with the air. That's not what I'm saying, but they have specific houseplants that cleanse your air, okay? I love plants. They are everywhere. I have a greenhouse, guys. Whenever I need to kind of get that moment and reset myself, I'll even walk out to my greenhouse and water my plants, all right? Right. And we have a hard time doing this because we work remote, right? We work from our phones, we work from our computers. When you finish your task for today, switch off and go relax, all right? Drink a glass of wine, do whatever you do to feel unplugged, right? And health comes first. Take care of your mind and your body for peak performance, right? Eat good greens. Drink water. That's big, guys. Right? And goal setting. Right? Goal setting and plan your day. Right? SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Specific goals is what will you accomplish? What actions will you take? Measurable: can you measure the outcome of your goals? Achievable: is your goal attainable? And do you have the necessary skills and resources to achieve those goals? Realistic: is your goal realistically achievable within the given time frame and within the available resources? Time bound: have you set a time limit? SMART goals have a higher chance of success since they are specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant and time bound. Every goal that you have can be made into a SMART goal, and as such has a better chance of becoming reality. Right? Setting goals and creating a clear roadmap for how you'll reach each goal increases your chance of success. It enables you to decide on a plan and helps you prioritize your time and resources to make progress and eventually reach your goals. All right, guys, I have provided a goals chart. If you would like this goals chart sent to you via email, let me know at the end of this session and I will be glad to send you this goals chart. And you can print out several copies, and you can do it monthly. You can do it yearly. I recommend small goals. Start small. Do what you can attain within a month. Do what you can attain within 3 months. Do what you can attain within 6 months, 8 months, 12 months. All right. Small goals and a measurable amount of time. All right. Key takeaways from today's webinar: forgive yourself for wanting to take a break. Stay positive. Find inspiration from anywhere, pace your work, and take care of your mind and your body. All right, some words of wisdom: motivation can come from other sources, but in the end, motivation comes from within. So go for it, get moving. All right, thank you all. So I know that our session was small, but I really hope that everyone was able to take something good away from today's session. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Feel free to unmute yourself. We can totally have open communication. All right, guys, I'll stay on for just a few more minutes. Let me stop the recording. I thank you all so much. All right, do you have questions? Do you have anything that you would like to add, maybe take away? I'm open for constructive criticism. Oh, if I can just talk today.